Hello, my name is Isaac Rubenstein, and I am a runner and a running coach. I recently had some sciatic pain and took a couple days off running. I did manage to do my long run today, and it's time that we get back strength training. I wanted to talk really briefly before I got started about the approach to strength training that I have with myself and with my clients. It's very much you gotta be strong enough to withstand running. We can get stronger through running, but oftentimes there are imbalances in our body that through a repetitive motion like running are brought to the forefront through injury. And through that process, we learn what makes our bodies feel good and durable and strong, and then what sort of behaviors make our bodies feel maybe a little bit less strong on those hard workouts, on those easy days, really in the day-to-day. So I'm going to take you all through sort of an intuitive strength training flow. I do not write down my strength training. I just know the sort of like muscle groups and the behaviors and the actions that make me feel strong and that are challenging for me, but that I can handle on sort of a weekly basis. I do only strength train once a week. I wish it was twice. I've been balancing like a session on the bike with a strength training session. So I'll do one of those a week, one of those each a week. And yeah, I also come from sort of a background of as a yoga teacher. So this is really primarily about the mind-body connection and the sort of neuromuscular connections that we can make through strength training. So we're not really trying to put on a whole bunch of muscle, or we're not trying to get super lean. It's mostly our muscle fibers firing as easily as they can, as great a quantity and as easily as they can. So if we take a lot of mental effort and really engage our whole bodies while we're strength training, we can really let things flow while we're running. So first things first, you'll notice that I'm seated in a chair, and before I do any movement, really want to check in with my body, seeing if there's anywhere where I'm holding tension. I know that, if I'm not paying attention to my body, like I'll very easily get tight in my tummy, in my throat, around my hips and sort of like inner glutes. I think that this sciatica is definitely born out of that. So just taking a moment to calm down and cool out before we do some movement. Just taking a couple deep breaths into the hips and into the back. When we breathe into our backs, we activate our parasympathetic nervous system. So this is our rest and digest. If you were feeling drowsy coming into a session, you could try to activate the sympathetic nervous system with some short, quick breaths. Or some deeper, more full breaths. But I'm feeling awake, so let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way. And we're just gonna start by laying out our mat and getting down onto our hands and knees. All right, you can still see me, that's good. So this is a great time to check in with our core stability and how our ball and socket joints of our shoulders and our hip capsules are really working with gravity to sort of keep us locked into those joints and sort of sunk into those joints. So starting with donkey kicks. This is all about just keeping the 3 contact points on the ground. Really balanced. That spine is nice and still. You can put like a block on your spine if you like that feedback. I didn't count my reps. I'm just trying to feel that motion, that glide, the contraction in the glute, and the stillness and the ease in the core. So we're not bracing in our core. We are just using our breath to keep it stable. Next, we'll go out to the side. So this is, I can tell my piriformis is so tight. I think that's related to the sciatica. But we're going to do just a few more. Get that hip a little bit loosened up before we make any more big movements or ask it to do anything more than just move in one plane. So right now we're just working. Forgot to start my watch. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah. So we're just moving in one plane. Trying to do so mindfully while really contracting that element. All right, and check in. Feeling okay. Bottoms of the feet are very tight. That's pretty common for me. My, big toe and plantar fascia. They're just, they need to be durable, so they are pretty freaking tight. How about let's go into some of the moving the joint across more planes at once. So you can hear me straining a little bit there because this is hard. This is, if you put 100% of your intention into following the correct path of movement and you have tight hips like I do, these exercises can be very challenging, which is good, but it also shows maybe I need strength work more often because this should not be this hard. But there are no shoulds. No. So we're just breathing, not letting the tightness or the pain or the discomfort overwhelm our nervous system. Just staying relaxed, staying in the moment. And coming back the other direction. Really opening that hip, keeping it high, moving it forward. And through that circle. Yep. Keeping that core still. Okay, so nice and warm. Now that we've sort of got our core engaged, our hips engaged, we are going to do some squat patterning. So squat patterning is super important. The squat is like the archetypal movement for running, the deadlift. we'll do some deadlifts today, but before we add any weight and really ask our body to recruit more of that muscle, we're gonna take just a minute or two to really slow down, focus on the patterning, and then we'll get into the weight. So this is sort of, ongoing warm-up. We might even, So what we'll do, you can, your feet maybe hips width a little bit wider. I, have adapted my movement patterns to my tight hips. So mine is a little wide, and I am sort of like looking, my feet are sort of not perfectly straight, right? They're not perfectly straight. They're a little bit out, and that's just how, what works best for me. But find what works best for you and play with it and change things up, and then stick with what works. So it'll be 10 seconds down and 5 seconds up. I'm first going to screw my feet into the ground. So it's you're pressing down and pressing out, like you're opening your hips, and that tension, that torque that you're putting on your hips is drilling your feet into the ground, stabilizing you. And what we'll do is we'll do 10 seconds down, 5 seconds up. I'm going to do my best to keep my core engaged and my spine elongated, as well as keeping my hips able to internally rotate. Internally rotate to allow the SI joint to open, allow the pelvic floor to drop and spread, and that'll create really good squat patterning for when we work with the weight. All right, and let's go down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, yeah, I could definitely feel the sciatic nerve in there towards the top. That's okay. We're gonna just work with the feedback that we're getting. Make calls on the fly based on how we're feeling. It's the only thing we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm pushing my hips through at the top of that squat while keeping that connection with the floor. Spine is upright, erect, but not bracing. Instead, we're using our breath to fill that cavity, and that creates stability in the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm realizing that I actually can't get down into the squat as well as I want to without weight. So that was about 3 to 4 reps. Now we're gonna pick up some weights. Probably about 10 minutes in, blood's flowing. I'm gonna grab a glass of water. We're gonna get back to it. Shout out Robin Hewson. He did a great job at Black Canyon last week, and hope he's resting up. And I'll send you this, but all right, let's keep going. Okay, so let's stick with body weight for now, but let's get some different movement planes going on. So let's do a lunge sequence. So we're actually going to start here and out. Back and across. Okay. So 1, 2, ooh, yep, 3, and across. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Yeah, why am I doing that? All right. 3 and across. All right, let's do one more round. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now let's do the other side. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. I think one more, right? Okay. 1. Actually, let's do that. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So I think the hips are loosened up, but I'm also getting some feedback from the SI joint saying, "Hey, bud, like this is moving things." So let's now work with the calves. So I consider like the calves almost akin to the core. It's like the core of the lower body. That's what I would say. So let's do like 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew, hard 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really squeezing through that glute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew, okay. That's good. Whew, okay. We're gonna. All right. Okay. So let's go back and let's do 12. All right, so we're pushing through the hip. We're getting the stretch across that Achilles, and we're pushing up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And let's do the other side. Push through the hip and stretching there. 1. Ooh, yeah, good. 2. Getting a lot more power this time. 3, 4. Body's waking up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good work, good work. All right, so we're gonna get right into the soleus. Soleus is the other, basically half of the calf. So you have the, what's the other one called? I don't know, but gastroc. Gastroc, the other one's called gastroc. Okay, gastrocnemius. So I'm gonna use this for balance, and we're able to access the soleus by bending our knee like this. Oh yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keeping the breath stable, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Might increase the weight. We will see. All right. Oh yeah, stretch through that other hip. 1, ooh. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Yeah, I think we can add another 50 or 15, another 15 pounds. If I can pick it up. LOL. Okay. And let's go for the right side. 12. 1, 2, 3, really intentional here. 4, 5, really feeling it. 6, 7, and pushing sort of past the top of the range. 8, yeah. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Hold, and down. It's like this is, you know, it's not strength training for me. It's not periodized. It's not, you know, I do not have a strength coach. I am my own strength coach. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, let's keep the 50 here with us. Alrighty. Okay. We also want to activate the frontal plane just before we get into some heavier stuff. So I'm gonna try to just heat the hip flexors up a little bit with just some of these bands. Okay. All right. So on the ground, core engaged, and just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10, 11, 12. All right, hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Now that the top, the front is active. All right. Let's get in some squats while we have some energy. We are about 20 minutes in, warm-up's done. We're gonna just take 10 minutes to get some quality work in. And then we're gonna do some stretches, just cool down, relax, and then get fueled up. Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. So we're gonna do 5, just to test. 1, ooh, nice. And feeling that on the way down. 2. Feeling it some more. 3. 4. 5. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just take a beat. Let the blood flow. All right, and so I'm moving really slowly, just really trying to focus on those hips and getting those feet connected to the floor, being powerful through the hips and stable in the core. Powerful in the hips, stable in the core. Also mobile in the hips. Mobile is power. Mobility allows us to express power. All right, I'm feeling that. Whew. Okay. Just letting the blood recirculate. Hi, Nikolai. Hi, Nikki. My buddy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we gotta do, maybe let's just do, maybe, let's, I've been struggling to find a way to do Bulgarian split squats. You know, the couch is too high or it's too soft. This may be a fix. Let's give it a shot. We're gonna do, I think it's gonna be the main set. We might do some, squats afterwards, but think Bulgarians are going to be enough for me because of the stability needed in the hip capsule, the mobility needed in the hip capsule to generate the power to, do the thing. All right, so we are just balanced over that front foot. Still got that hip pushing through on the back foot. And we're just gonna come down, relying on that front leg, boom, up, yep, and boom, up, yep. And we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, a little bit farther out and back like that. Good work. All right, and let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, let's take a rest. Yeah, 25 minutes in. Good work, good work. Yeah, that right hip is still feeling it, from Wednesday. It hasn't gotten worse as we've moved into the heavier stuff, but it also has not, totally dissipated. So just something to be mindful of. If I was probably under someone's care, they would tell me to do more like body weight stuff, but I'm really happy with the way things have been going over the last, few days. So I'm just following my nose. All right. Ooh, yep. I mean, after a 17-mile run, it's like, what are you gonna do? It's gonna be hard. Like any amount of movement, like especially with weights, it's gonna be hard. You're not gonna get off scot-free. That's good. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get back to it. We're gonna do, again, the right leg first. We're gonna be a little bit further out this time, such that hopefully this, the geometry works out a little bit better. I think I might just take one body weight set that I should have done last time. Yep, just pulling those hips in, keeping them in line, and then just really, you're on this like, wow, without weight. Without weight, it's like light work, so that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up. All right, we're gonna do it on the other side as well. Yeah, man. Okay, trying to be really light on these floors. I know I got a neighbor downstairs. And up, yep. Oh man. 7 and 8. Nice, that's good work. Okay. Yeah, body's working. Man. It's hard. it's like, right, the rests are just intuitive. The sets, the reps, are just intuitive. And I mean, there's serious downside to it because you're just sort of like, there's no A/B testing your intuition because you don't have like a record of the factor or of what you did. I mean, I could write it down every time, mark how I felt during, after, during the next workout, and create like a system of feedback for myself. But I don't know, it takes me 30, 40 minutes a week. And this is just something that I've, started to do over the last like 4 or 5 years. And it's become super essential. And it's all the kettlebells. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do another set. It'll be really interesting to see how my hip feels after this. Which is me like sandbagging, saying like, fuck, it might hurt. It's okay. It's okay. Just relax. Just relax. So you'll notice in my upper body, I'm like holding these guys. I'm really trying to get the shoulders connected to the lats. So it's like, the lats are this like powerhouse of the sort of like upper thoracic, and if we can connect our shoulders to our lats connect us into our breath, into our core, into our hips. And so it's about creating like proper alignment between the weight and these like shoulders, and then right over the hips. So let's just give this a shot. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe a little bit wider. And there we go. Nice. Don't know how many of those were, but we're transitioning into our left side. Oh, nope. Okay. Into our left side. Here we go. And just on the front leg, right? Yeah, or stand tall. Yep, that's challenging, right? Okay. Oh, Jesus, okay. Nice job. Nice job. If I hadn't filmed this, I don't know how much of that I would have done, or how much of what I am doing next I would have done. Yeah, there's just no way to know the counterfactuals, so you just gotta work with what you're doing. And discernment. All right, maybe let's just do some like basic core and round this guy out. All right. Okay. So in plank, this is, I gotta let myself sink into those shoulders. This is like a classic thing that I don't know when folks were taught to plank or how they were taught to plank, but right, you want that frontal plane with tension in it so you can hold yourself up. But you also want a certain amount of like tucking your tail and squeezing your glutes to form sort of what is the strongest possible structure for your body. Having those like abs contracted and the glutes contracted creates this stable foundation from which to hold your shoulders and your feet. Okay. And we're going up on our side. I like to take this one like this sometimes. I haven't done Copenhagen's in a long time, and this is a way of like microdosing a adductor hold like a Copenhagen. So sometimes, with this guy, I find the most effective hand position is this guy sort of raised here, not holding here, not up here. There's more of a lever effect, really allows you to tighten the abs. Alrighty, and we're coming back in to the right hand side. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah. All right. So it's like you really got to get set up, and then you got to cue yourself to get 100% of your body brain into it as you can. It's truly like an intentionality thing. I believe a lot more than people, give credit to. All right, like 20 more seconds, 30 more seconds here. We're just doing a minute each, just to like prime those good patterns, strengthen those patterns, myelinate those nerves, or those nerve connections, Well, it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm pretty worked. If y'all want me to do more of these sorts of videos, let me know. It's fun for me. Keeps me accountable. So just let me know. And after this, like, get protein in, get carbs in, like have a full meal and a half, like do whatever you need to do to refuel, because long run to lift is like, it's really increasing your metabolism at a rate that can just be hard to keep up with. So this is something that, just be mindful of in terms of like fueling, salt, hydration. This work that we did, it will probably have some delayed onset muscle soreness. So like, on Monday I might be sore, but Monday night, Tuesday morning, I might also be sore. So yeah, that like 24, 36 hour range. All right, y'all have a great day, and we will connect in the future. Oh.